Truthergirls.
Hi, I'm here in Vermont, and I'm here at the haunted house of my neighbor. And that noise you hear is the dog. Pretty cute, huh? So my neighbor has been experiencing hauntings in his house. It's a very old house, but from the 1860s or so, or older. And so he's going to show me some footage of pictures that he's taken in other haunted places. And then we're going to go to the cemetery. So I don't know, we'll see if we see any ghosts. Okay. So these are pictures you took at the armory?
No, this is in the cemetery in South Carolina. The Cook's Landing, it's called.
And there's some orbs, and these were taken with a digital camera. Is that right?
Yeah.
There's the orb. So some people think that with the digital cameras you won't get orbs, but in fact you will. And he's gotten quite a few. Is that an orb right there?
Yeah, I believe that one is too.
Those two orbs right there.
This is in the middle of nowhere, so it's...
Oh, there's another one. This has happened to me before. I went to a cemetery in Poland, and I took pictures on the way. It was a perfectly clear night, and nothing unusual appeared on the film until I got to the cemetery, and then there were what looked like orbs all over the cemetery. And it wasn't raining or anything like that.
It looks like a man's face right there. And I could be wrong, but look at his mouth here.
Oh yeah, okay, I do see it. Yeah, it does.
Eyes, and it's like the blackish hair here.
It really looks like a face. There's like a nose there, and eyes, and a mouth, and it really does look like a face. I know that people tend to see faces and things when there isn't a face. Like we have a tendency to see patterns or objects in things. So, you know, you could see a face in just about any tortilla, but sometimes maybe it is a face. It's hard to know if it is or not, but it looks like a face.
Yeah. So you can see the difference.
That's a fly up there. Okay.
That's a fly.
That's a fly. And the other things are not fireflies?
No, that's just with my flash. That's taking pictures with my flash.
Oh, there's one of the orbs. That's a tombstone?
Yeah, that's a tombstone right there.
Buford Arsenal in South Carolina, and this is the little sign on the door on the left, and here's the big orb on the right. Okay, this is weird too. This is where his camera started going haywire, which sometimes ghosts interfere with electronic equipment, so maybe that had something to do with it. Your camera's never done this before or since?
No, and this is also where I got an EVP right here.
Oh, and the EVP?
Through my recorder,
so
yeah.
You went to put some flowers back on a grave?
I stood them back up, and I get the picture of the grave here. And when I put them up, I said, "God bless you." And I said, "God bless you" again. And then later tonight when I was leaving, going to another cemetery, I was listening to my tape. And after the second time I said, "God bless you," I heard a "thank you." It's like,
it was creepy.
It was. I mean, but it was soft. It wasn't.
Poor ghost.
You know.
Okay, so we're now in the backyard of the person that I'm with. And what happened was he moved into this house, and the house is how old, about 1850s or so?
Yeah, 1850s, 1840s roughly.
And there was a big pile of brush here, and he burnt it, and when he did that and cleared it, he found a grave here. So there's a grave, and there was actually an inscription on the grave, which you can still see the letters a little bit.
Because the stone broke because of the heat.
See, this right here says May on it.
It said JFC had an anchor on it. It said May 15th, 1893.
There's an anchor right there.
That's the anchor.
And he afterwards found artifacts in the house that leads him to believe that the person buried here was a seafarer, and that he was not a member of the local church because he was buried behind his house. And you've also seen him.
Seen him 3 times.
Seen him 3 times, and he wears blue clothes. He looks just like a normal person. He just kind of appears and then disappears. And you found a name associated with the person who had lived in this house, George?
Yeah.
George something, yeah.
Yeah, I actually, I'm assuming it's this guy, George Kudabar, I think is his name. I'm probably not pronouncing it right, but he bought the house in 1882. And I believe it's this guy because, I mean, it's, you know, I found the things left in the wall that led me to a steamship company, the Stonington Line. That
and he worked for that?
I believe so. Because it closed in 1881, yeah. And like I said, the picture of the steamship drawn is exact to the picture of a picture of a ticket I found from the Stonington line on eBay.
He drew pictures, and he also drew pictures that are sort of like a map.
Yeah.
And you don't know what the map is supposed to lead to.
Not yet. No, I haven't
You'll
figured
find
it out
out.
yet. But like I said, I mean, it was left in the wall to be found, and like I said before, underneath it was a top of a cargo crate, a shipping cargo crate that had the name of the steamship company on it, the Stonington line. Okay, this was on the inside, and from the outside you can see it going. You can see the latch moving on the
Gently
outside.
like that.
Oh yeah, it was, but you could hear it. And at first I was like, what the heck is that? What is that? And then I could see my dog was staring at it. I'm looking and I could see it. It's actually, it was moving. Oh, the girl's scared to stay up here.
Oh, I bet. I imagine she would be.
She never stayed up here.
So the boxes actually moved.
They moved. There's two boxes.
From over there.
I was laying in bed with my girlfriend.
To over
And you
here.
can hear them. They're going, you know, they were boxes. So, from downstairs, you can hear them all across the floor like that.
When you came up, they were moved.
Yeah, next day.
Oh my God. The basement.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so scary. I can't believe I'm going to go down there.
yeah, this is like spooky.
Yeah, man. Maybe I'll see my first
This
ghost.
is like the Blair Witch Project at
Yeah,
the
yeah.
end with the guy standing in the corner.
Oh, shit.
It's this type of basement.
Okay, we're not going to have a Blair Witch experience here, are we?
Well, I hope not.
Oh, not. Well, you're a Christian, so it should be okay, right?
Yeah, I'm protected. It's a creepy place, it definitely was.
It's creepy.
But this is where I believe I heard a woman scream.
You heard it down in the basement?
Broad daylight. My daughter and I were standing right up above here. And it was in the afternoon, and it sounded like a woman's horrifying scream.
Coming up from the basement.
Coming out from the basement, yeah, and it freaked my daughter out, and it freaked me out. She asked, "Daddy, what was that?" And it startled me at first. I didn't know what to say, you know. And
You don't want to tell her the place is haunted, right?
yeah, well, it freaked me out. It was just out of the blue, you know. I mean,
Well, there's nothing, you know, obviously unusual when you just look around here, but who really knows what's maybe under this floor?
yeah,
Could be. All right, we're gonna go to the graveyard now and find some ghosts. I'm probably just gonna take pictures. Let's see if we see anything. Alice P. What's this say? 15 years and 11 months. Wow, this is a teenager's grave.